Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello and special welcome to everybody. This is our Midweek Market Outlook webinar. I am Devarsh and I am joined by my colleague Vinay for this webinar. So first, the flow of the webinar will be, first I'll speak about the recent developments and we'll also discuss about our performance, the monthly strategy. Then I'll hand it over to my colleague Vinay, who will share his outlook from the technical perspective. So recently, we have issued our monthly strategy report, where we have given the technical outlook, key positives and negatives for the month, the recent gainers and losers of bond market, GSEC market, fund activities, commodities, and currencies. Also, we have given outlook going forward, especially the three scenarios. What will happen if there is a hard landing in US, soft landing, or there is no landing, inflation doesn't move? What are the risks faced by US markets? Historically, December has been a very good month for international markets, especially the S&P 500 that we have showed. And the overall, the US markets is getting broad-based. So US mega cap 7 stocks, or MAG 7 as it is famously known, that is underperforming compared to the Russell 2000 stocks. So that is what we have discussed in our monthly strategy. The volatility is at a multi-year low. China is still in the trouble, while India is getting back into the world most loved emerging market categories. So these are the various things which we have covered. Now coming to the recent developments for the month of November and till now December, the Israel-Hamas conflict has reduced its intensity. The state election outcome has been considered as a hugely positive for the market, as it's enabled the policy continuity, and the fear of freebie culture is now waning, and that's why markets have taken it positively. The India's structural story in infrastructure, power, and capex is getting better, and that has also been highlighted. The worries of the erratic and deficient monsoon, and that impacted the rural demand. Now, with the festive cheer, those problems are also receding. Mid cap, small cap has outperformed the larger caps by wide margin because the mid cap, small cap earnings are also growing faster, and compared to large caps where FIs have been intermediate sellers, where they have reduced exposure, they do not have any exposure towards large exposure towards mid cap and small cap. So there the mutual fund SIP flows and the FI and the HNI money is leading to large outperformance in mid cap and small caps. So this is the strategy which we have released. So I urge everybody to go through this report, and quite a bit of details have been shared there. Now coming to our performance for the November month, where we have issued about 19 fundamental reports. 10.7% is the target. Second target was achieved in 15, where 20% return has been generated. Some of the stocks where we have seen the returns are Narayana Ahluwalia Contracts, Rapco Home, ITD, Cementation. So these are the stocks where we have issued reports and the targets have been achieved. Over the whole year, for this financial year, from April till date, 154 reports have been issued, where 143 targets have been achieved. 93% is the success ratio, and this has improved from last year's performance. Similarly, on technical side, we have been able to generate quite a bit of various successful recommendations, and if you see the performance till date, most of the categories have been remarkable. Stocks like e-margin, where 80% success ratio plus 5.4% average return for 12 days of holding period. So this is quite a remarkable performance helped by the bull market, and we would continue to come out with better recommendations. On the fundamental side, we have issued two recommendations. One first was Subros, where we have recommended that between 427 to 435 and on declines around 377 one can invest with the targets of 469 and 513. We believe that the investors can buy this stock because the Ministry of Road has mandated that the installation of air conditioning in the cabins of motor vehicles in category N2 and N3. So truck having gross vehicle weight of above 3.5 ton, this is mandatory to install the air conditioning. So that Subros will be a beneficiary of that. Another idea which we have recently issued is the CSB, the Catholic Syrian Bank. It is one of the old private sector banks with a strong base in southern India. They are mainly into four segments like SME, retail, wholesale, and treasury. Uh, Mostly being a community linked south focused bank, the deposit base is fairly sticky and it has created a brand name for itself. We feel that the CAGR in advances, NIA and PAT can be 19%, 18%, and 10% over the next 2 years. And that's why we have recommended to invest around 380 to 388 band, on falls on a decline about 340 to 346 band, with the targets of 417 and 456. So these are the two fundamental new ideas which we have issued. Now I'll invite my colleague Vinay to share his views from technical perspective. Over to you, Vinay.
Yeah, good evening all and welcome to this midweek market outlook webinar. Now I will take you through the charts, technical developments on Indian markets and what is the short-term view on the Nifty, Bank Nifty as well as the different sectoral indices. And so let us directly jump to the the charts. This is a Nifty daily chart. Now we all have been knowing that from the bottom of 18,800 we have risen more almost up to 21,000. So almost in last 6-7 weeks we have seen a rise of 2,000, more than 2,000 points in the Nifty. Now for last 7 consecutive sessions the Nifty has been rising. So stellar rally has been there, and every day for last 3-4 sessions we have been hitting a new all-time high, and we are almost at the 21,000 level. Now we have been mentioning about the positive trend of the markets in our weekly and monthly reports. In the previously monthly report, we have suggested a target of 20,750 followed by 21,200. So first target which was mentioned in the monthly technical report was is actually achieved, which was 20,750. Now Nifty is heading towards the next target of 21,200. So basically this rally is quite strong and backed by the strong breadth. As of now almost 90% of the NSE 500 stocks are trading above the 200 days moving average. So breadth wise also market is going strong. International cues are very strong, and some intermarket analysis, some other asset classes are also indicating that Indian markets can continue to outperform. So this is a weekly chart of Nifty, and we can see that for last 6 consecutive sessions we have been rising, and more than 2,000 points rally Nifty has already registered. And this is the fresh breakout which we saw around 20,600 odd level. So this can continue to rally on the upside if we were to look at the positional trend. Now as far as short-term trend is concerned, as we have risen a lot in last 7 sessions, there could be a profit booking in coming times, because after getting overbought on short-term charts it could see some profit booking coming in. So today the candlestick pattern of the Nifty is kind of a bearish hanging man pattern. We need to see whether it is breaking today's low or not in coming days. So today's low was 20,815 spot Nifty. If Nifty were to break this 20,850 level, then we can see next level towards this trend line support which is placed around 20,600. So we have to be conditional. The Nifty is into continuation of an uptrend. There is no confirmation of bearish trend reversal, but as of now it is into continuation. So we have to keep our stop loss on trailing basis, and for very short term traders stop loss remains at 20,850, and if that is broken then we can expect a level of 20,600. So for positional trader, this trend line will act as a strong support as a reversal point. So at 20,600, 650 odd points, we can again generate a fresh long positions, because positional trend of Nifty is quite strong, and we are expecting that in the coming weeks and months market will continue to do well. So because of the short term overbought scenario and the kind of rally which we have seen, running correction cannot be ruled out, which can take Nifty towards the next support level of 20,600. So overall positional view is that we should buy on dips, and dips is like 20,600 is a ideal level to generate a new fresh long positions in the Nifty. Now let us look at the Bank Nifty setup. So Bank Nifty also registered a fresh all-time high above 46,400, and it has recently it started its outperformance. Now it looks strong. Today's pattern is not that much good. Today Bank Nifty fell by 0.4%. It underperformed the Nifty, but overall setup is quite positive. But if you were to look at the short-term support, it is there around 46,300 to 46,400. So current level are 46,800. So there could be a 400 500 point correction in the Bank Nifty in the coming times, because today's candlestick pattern is not that good. So we may see a correction towards 46,400, but at that point of time we can again turn bullish, because overall setup is quite positive. So on dips we would suggest to accumulate longs at lower level. So there could be 400 500 points dip in the Bank Nifty in coming days, and that should be utilized to go long. And ultimately we are expecting Bank Nifty to reach a target of 48,000 in a positionally in next 2-3 weeks. So overall positional setup is quite positive as far as Bank Nifty is concerned. Now let us look at mid cap index. Now this is a Nifty mid cap index, and let me come back to the bar charts. Now as we can see over here, for last 24 trading sessions, mid cap 100 index has been rising consecutively. So today was the 24th session when we saw mid cap index rising back to back. So I think in the history, this Nifty mid cap index was actually inception date was in 2005, and since then we have never seen Nifty mid cap index rising for 24 consecutive sessions continuously. So that is remarkable, and mid cap index is into a blue sky territory, uncharted territory, and the continuation of trend is going on. So we have to ride this rally till it reverses. Right now there is no signal of trend reversal, so we have to continue. We have to come out and continue with our bullish stance. There is no indication at all looking at the mid cap index. Now let us look at small cap index. Small cap index is also strong. It is trading at its all-time high and looking stronger. And any level below 14,300 could reverse the short-term trend. But as of now, with a stop loss of 14,300, we can continue to remain long in the small cap index. So broader market index is quite strong. NSE 500 index is also trading at its all-time high. So except IT, we have gone through all the charts of sectoral. So except IT, almost all sectoral indices are trading at its all-time high. So broad-based participation is there, and rotation is going on. Today we have seen that FMCG and IT index started performing as Bank Nifty saw some profit booking. So we expect the sectors which have not done well yet till now can perform well. So in the recent past, in the last couple of weeks, we have not seen IT stocks moving or FMCG stocks moving up. So there could be a sectoral rotation, and we may see a positive move in IT and FMCG stocks going forward. And there could be a profit booking in some of the stocks or sectors which have really done well in last couple of weeks. So the profit booking could be there in the sectors which have rallied, and the sectors which have not done well yet till now can perform well from here. So we are basically expecting IT and FMCG stocks to perform well. And today also we came out with the ITC as a E-margin pick, so we can consider that for short-term short-term 1 month trading in ITC. So overall, our outlook is positive. Buy on dip strategy should be there for Nifty and Bank Nifty, and we expect IT and FMCG sector to perform well in the coming days. So that is what I wanted to share. Thank you everyone, and over to you, Devarsh bhai.
Okay, thank you. Now, if you have any questions, you can put it depending upon the screen you are using. You will be able to see the question mark symbol. Press it and ask your question. So one question is from Mr. Saurav Kothari, where you can see the monthly strategy report. So our reports are published on our website. Our website is www.hdfcsec.com. You can go there and find out all the research reports in our section. If you want, you can also register yourself with the help of call center or our branches. They'll be able to add your email address, and by our central email team will send you our reports via email also. On our applications, mobile applications also, research section is there where you can read our report. Gaurav Singh is asking about chemical sector. So yes, chemical as a sector is now bottoming it out, and we have been able to come out with some recommendations. Some intraday and longer term recommendations have been issued. Many chemical stocks have started doing quite well. So you can have a look at chemical stocks. Mr. Saurabh is asking, no, research is free to HDFC Securities customer. There is absolutely no charge, extra charge for availing research facility from HDFC Securities. So you can utilize this. Okay. Vinay, you can stop sharing the screen. If is there any other questions, we will be happy to answer them. Fertilizer, so there is a positive. Mr. Anuj Reiki is asking about fertilizer stocks. So government has put in a request to increase the fertilizer subsidies, and that's why fertilizer stocks are looking good. We have been able to identify some, but as a whole, we can continue to like the fertilizer stocks. I think that that is all. You can enroll into our the subscription to our research services using our mobile app or call center, or if you can also contact the nearest branch. There are multiple ways to connect with us. Okay, that is all for the day. Thank you, Vinay, for joining, and I hope this has been useful. See you on weekend. Thank you.